Everyone, welcome to Hot Mic with Lady She podcast, where I'm your host, Lady She. I am excited. As you guys know, I'm always excited, but I am excited about tonight. I literally got my makeup done, not by L'Oreal today. We're gonna work that out too. But I got my makeup done, and it was too on time that the makeup artist was talking about my skin. And I'm like, the young lady coming on tonight, you gotta tune in because she's super dope. I'm like, I've only been to her once. I'm like, but our encounter was so magnetic. Like, you guys know, those who do follow me know I'm always speaking positive, and I'm always speaking about the hashtag divine connections. And this right here is no different. I promise you. Been watching her, following her on social media. I'm like, yo, she dares to be different, and listen, I'm different. So anybody else to just jump out there, do their business, and have no desire to fit in, I love you. Like, period. So that's what this divine connection is about. I was following her on social media, seeing everything that she's doing, very, very unique. So I like to understand people who dare to be different, who do things differently, who stand out. So that's why my special guest is here on tonight, Miss Lorelle George. I'm going to actually let her introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lorelle George. I go by El Monet. I am a makeup artist, brand owner of LORELLE'S Legacy, Skynnpaintcosmetics.
Yeah.
I am, of course, a makeup artist, a skincare specialist, your brow specialist.
Yes.
The homegirl that'll make you laugh.
Yeah, we love it. We love to see it. We love to feel it, honey. Because I promise you, I was floating that day. I said, I've been looking for, first of all, for the ladies. I mean, I say the guys too. We get fixated. Yeah. We like somebody, we get fixated. Yeah. And I promise you, between nail technicians, my facial girls, and hairstylists, I would be in love with a certain individual, and then they would go and do greater things, and I'm offended.
Right.
I'm like, where you going? You gotta do my hair. They like, girl, I'm moving out of state. I gotta go do this. I'm like, take me with you, because who's gonna do this hair? Right. So when you find somebody that you actually like, it really, truly is a blessing. So. Yes, I'm a customer now. I'm a client now. So we're just gonna jump back in. Tell us, who is Lorelle?
So Lorelle is a colorful person.
Love that.
I have a huge personality. I'm more fixated on it's not what you say, it's not what you do. It's all about how you make people feel. So that goes a long way with me. I am a consumer of many things around here, just like us all. And we're rendered services, and you always remember how you feel. And if you don't feel good, are you going to go back there?
Exactly.
So that is pretty much an experience with me. I want to make you feel good. And if you don't feel good, I'm not going to feel good. And we just can't have that.
Hello. This is a give and take situation. Yes. I like that. I absolutely love that. So now, talk to us about where you're from and how you grew up.
Okay, so I am from Amityville, New York.
Right.
Suffolk
County.
Suffolk County, yes.
Let's go.
I grew up in Amityville. A part of my life, I did move to Augusta, Georgia.
Okay.
I was raised there. And then I came back to New York, and now I'm here.
All right, child. All right. So now, some of the people who not from New York, and I always try to explain to them, we are from Long Island. Long Island has two entities, which is Suffolk County and Nassau County. So Amityville is in Suffolk County.
Yes.
And where I'm from is Nassau County. So we're literally like not even a bridge away.
Right.
Like just a street
neighboring,
away. So what was that like? Are you only child? What was your childhood like? Because I feel like a lot of our childhood is connected to who we are as adults.
Yes, absolutely.
So what was that like growing up?
Growing up, I come from a big family, a huge family.
Wow.
My mother's children at the time, it was my older sister and myself. But then we had our cousins, our second cousins, and we were very blended family. So at the time, I was like the youngest until the others came along, and I was just always different. I was doing weird things.
Like what though? We want to know. The inquiring mind want to know.
Okay, let's talk about coloring. Okay, so when you come out, and it's just like, okay, why does her picture have green, purple, yellow, and blue hair. You know, it's just like, okay, this is the vision that I see.
Right.
So this is what's wrong with the hair. Like, now I'm older and I wear green, purple. Well, red is my color. We are off shade today, but red is my color.
No,
so,
red looks great on you too.
Yeah, that's my childhood. I would say was a little dysfunction there.
Okay.
You do have a lot. It was a lot going on, and coming up in the 80s, it wasn't easy for any one of us. You know, so I find myself to be more of maybe a product of that.
Okay.
They say product of your environment, but I don't look at that going towards my future, if you will.
Okay.
But
you mean you don't feel the negative part of it?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, because being a part of your environment, people, and you can share, your thoughts on it. People have a tendency to have a negative connotation on that.
Yeah.
When they say those words.
Yeah.
But you can be a part of your environment and be great.
Yeah.
You know
at the same time.
So
yeah.
Love that. Yeah. All right, now let's go in here. All right. So growing up, being unique, coloring of the hair, all the different things. So what was that like through grammar and through high school? Like, were you in art class? Like, what was that?
Yes, art was pretty much one of my favorite subjects because I did move around a lot. I've only experienced art in high school.
Okay.
That was before I decided to be L Boogie. We all probably thought we was somebody in high school, and I was definitely her.
I love it.
And it shaped my life a little bit differently, but I'm happy that the potter put the clay back together.
Yeah, come on in here,
and molded me to where I needed to be. But although I've experienced some of those things, it definitely shaped me into who I am now.
Right.
So high school, I've had my bickering with, fellow classmates and fellow females, and I was just so hard. I believe I came.
But that was like for protection.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was because of some things that happened in that childhood time. I felt like I had to protect myself. Not only that, I would walk around school protecting the kids who were bullied. So I would turn around and find myself bullying the bullies. Like, all right, you said that to them, say it to me, you know. So with my family background, we've had a strong family, and my family is very well known. So it's just like, if you mess with me, you got to deal with the whole tribe. Right.
You ain't see all of them, did you?
So I kind of used that to help protect other people. Eventually, it did get me in trouble, and I had to go park the car for a minute. So, with all of that, it brought me to this today. So I'm thankful for everything that I've experienced, because I know some of those things weren't solely for me.
Come on in here.
So I have a bonus child now, so she's at that age.
Me too.
So, and I say bonus because I don't like the term step mom. Right. Coming up for me, it was more used as like a derogatory term or something that wasn't, I would say loving, maybe. But that's my bonus baby. I'm a bonus to her. Her mother's still in her life. I don't have any biological children, so she's a bonus to me as well. So,
I love that.
Things I just try to teach her from my walk of life.
Now that I love, because I say to people, I have like a thing with the parenting thing. I don't know, just because I have kids or just the experience that I saw growing up. The toxicity. Growing up in a crazy household and seeing other kids growing up in a crazy household. So the parenting thing is right here for me. So I love that you refer to her as your bonus child. But I also love that you basically saying, like, I'm in her life to also guide her. Absolutely. Because some don't really get that comes with the package with the husband. Right. They don't really always get that you are a vital part of this child.
Oh yeah.
Because this is who their dad chose.
Mm-hmm.
So respectfully, you have to fall in line when things transpire. So I love that basically you're saying that, even how you grew up, you've learned things from what you went through and now you can teach her.
Absolutely.
And that's dope.
Absolutely.
See? That's why she ready to go. Stop playing out here. Yes. So, all right. So now you're back into New York. Excuse me. You're back in New York. What made you come back?
My mom. I had no choice.
Okay.
So, I don't want to pretty much share my mom's story. I feel like that is more for her.
Mm-hmm.
But things weren't going right. And my grandmother said, you got to bring the babies back. And at that time, I was about 15.
Mm-hmm.
And
you were still a teen when you came back. Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yep. And it broke my heart because I did have a younger brother and sister who was still there.
Oh,
and I don't want to get emotional, but I'm an onion.
Right.
And I had to leave. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be there with them, but I couldn't. I had to come back. Mm-hmm. So I came back. And
now this is you and your older sister that had to come back?
Yes.
Okay, so the two older siblings had to come back from mom.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. So actually, my sister came back a year before I did. Okay. Tried to stick it out, hang it out, but I had to come back.
Right.
So thank God my younger brother and sister did have their father and their grandparents there who cared for them. Yes. And I came back.
Right. So you came back from mom. So let me ask you this. I know you don't want to get into it too much, and I'm loving what I'm hearing because it sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of my story.
Yeah.
I left college to come back.
Wow. Yeah.
Grandma was sick and mom wasn't well. Do you ever feel like, did you ever feel like there was a resentment there that you had to come back, leaving your siblings?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever feel like that brokenheartedness that you had to come back, even as a kid?
Yeah.
Because as a child, we can't control things. The adults control things in our lives. So how did you actually feel?
So once I understood that being back here in New York was better off for me and growing up. Mm-hmm. But I was upset because I wasn't able to look out for my brother and sister. So once I did get back to New York, I got a job. Okay. If I had $2, I'm sending it.
That's
and it's just like, I'm the second oldest, and I've watched my oldest sister take care of me. My sister got a job at 14 when we were living in Georgia. I was in a marching band then. I felt part of something. I had no family there besides my siblings. Mm-hmm. And the marching band was just like everything for me. So my mom could not afford to keep that up. Every Friday we had a game. So every Friday I needed my hair done. Mm-hmm. Every Friday, we had costumes that had to be clean, changed, tassels to make. Everything cost money. And my sister got a job at Long John Silver's, and she made sure I was on that football field every Friday. So that's something that I took from her, to know that, okay, we're still kids, but we have younger ones to take care of. So that's what it was.
So that's also probably why the mothering comes natural to you as well, though.
Yeah.
Because you naturally know how to handle things and fall into place when a child is in need of something.
I mean, we've been doing it our whole lives. Right. It's like my grandmother's house my grandmother raised me. Mm-hmm. So it was like her house was pretty much the stomping ground. Everybody, if you had difficulty in life, you could drop your kids off there, and Mary Mason was going to take care of them.
I love that.
So that's what it was. And all of us were there, so we were the ones doing the taking care of whatever needed to be done.
Right. Mm-hmm. Love that. So let me do this. I know, it's a thing I feel, and you can correct me, where I've noticed that the siblings that have had to abruptly fall into place to take care of mom or take care of dad or take care of whoever that's supposed to be taking care of them, that they go through different changes because they kind of didn't have a childhood. What do you think about that? Do you think that's a cultural thing with us?
I do.
Okay. Why?
Because it's pretty much what's in our community. It's what we're accustomed to. We see it, I mean, even if they're not your family members, they could be neighbors or friends. We just have a way of gravitating to becoming a nurturer. So it's like, girl, what you cook? I'm hungry. Come eat. You know, you didn't cook something, or it's like, oh, well, I need a babysitter. Oh, can they stay longer? You know, you don't have to ask me that, you know. So it's like, I feel like that is a big thing in our community because it's been done since
the beginning of time.
Yeah. I mean, it takes a village to raise a child.
Facts.
And that's a lot of things. A lot of us migrated from the South. I mean, we all come from Africa. Yeah. We all grew up in tribes. That's just something that's natural. So it's just like now when you have your neighbor, you're pretty much hand in hand doing the same thing naturally.
Yeah, it takes a village for sure.
And plus, it's like, come on, sis. Let's go.
Listen, you winning, I'm winning. Like, for real. If I'm eating, you eat. That's how it goes.
Right.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Because I feel like a lot of times I listen to people's stories and, you know, they're protective of the parents. They, you know, even if they're hurt or they went through something traumatic, they still protect mom and dad. They protect the story. They protect the things that went on. And so we don't know subconsciously that kind of weighs on us. And that kind of weighs on us and it kind of shapes and molds how we are. So that's probably when, you know, when you were like the bullying and all those different things, you were projecting some of the things you saw, some of the things that you went through or you were going through as a child. So with that being said, you know, we definitely want to work on changing the narrative, you know, when it comes to our kids, you know, doing better by them so they can have their childhood. So they don't feel like I gotta go and take care of them. Right. That's not our actual job.
Let them be children.
Yeah, let them be kids. You know, that's not our actual job as kids to fall into place. And I think it is something. I think it is also generational.
Yeah.
I think it is something that we've made normal, and it's not normal. You know, we got to do better with that thing. So thank you so much, you know, for sharing that.
No problem.
So now, when did you say I want to start doing for the community in reference to skincare or health? Because that's wellness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So where did this come from?
So that pretty much came in for me around COVID. Before COVID, the skincare part of the business is new for me. Okay. But I did start my business, LORELLE'S Legacy. I started in April of 2017. Wow. And then I launched my very first product November of 2017. Okay.
All right, so let me stop you then, because I got you going backwards to forwards. So let's start with the line first. You know, what made you get into that and how? Okay. You know, that seems so. I really honestly want to know like all the steps, because so many makeup artists say to me, "I would love to have my own line." I'm like, well, why didn't they just do it? Like, I don't get it. Yeah. So if you can like kind of tell us exactly how it went.
Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back
a little bit more. Cool. LORELLE'S Legacy. Where did that
come
the
name.
From? Thank you. Ahead, my name is Lorelle Monet. That is my birth name. Thanks to my parents, they did something right.
They did good, honey. They did good. I love it. Love how it's done.
Yeah, so it's Lorelle Monet. Growing up, people will always get my name mixed up with L'Oreal. It's like, okay, no, it's L'Oreal.
It's spelled how it's
right.
Listen, right. I'm saying that because they be destroying my name, but go ahead. Right. Like, you'll be surprised.
But I will always correct and say, oh, well, maybe one day I'll have my own cosmetics company. It was never a dream. You know, I would just say, just to be nice, keepsake. But I'm really upset that you messed up my name. Mm-hmm. Yes, they absolutely do. Yes. And I didn't even know that I was manifesting this. And I didn't even know what manifestation
Come on in here.
meant, you know. So, in 2017, I started. 2013, I became a makeup artist. Okay. I became a makeup artist. I experienced something very traumatic in my life back in 2009. Remember, I told you I had to park the car, so I had to park the car. Mm-hmm. Park. And we'll talk about that. Okay. I don't mind sharing. And that's where all of this came from. When I got back from that, I wasn't back from it mentally.
Gotcha.
You know, so it took a toll. I'm not going to say the D word, but I felt some of those things were starting to happen to me. I was losing myself. I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel accepted.
You don't want to say D word? So many people are going through it.
Yeah, depression.
Yeah. People going through it right now.
I know. And I understood that that was something that I was going through. I didn't know that I was actually going through it until I started healing from it.
Come on and heal.
And it's just like, okay, it's okay.
Yes.
It's okay. I might start crying right now.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. We know how to give people tissue.
You know? So I found myself just sitting on my couch.
So you were trying to find a footing after going through that.
Yeah. I'm coming back and I'm trying to get a job, and with a felony behind me, nobody wanted to hire me. I have all of these skills. I have all of these qualifications. I've been to interviews where you tell me I'm overqualified for the job. So because I had to write that on I didn't want to lie, but I'm going to be truthful and write it and face it. This is what I'm dealing with. If I lie about it, how am I going to heal from it?
Come on, Lorelle. Help somebody. Girl.
Listen.
Bars. It's bars.
Listen, I am glad I don't look like today what we went through. These nails are not right, but it's okay. It's okay.
I ain't going to come on
now. So coming out of that for me was makeup. Makeup was my therapy from it all.
Now, let me ask this. The makeup part, was that something you were doing inside? Or
no.
Where did it come from?
It came from me healing.
So, did you go get your makeup done one day and you realized you felt better? Like, what happened?
I actually went in that bathroom and I pulled out all the stuff I had in my little kit. And I would just start doing myself.
I love this.
Before this happened, I was a model.
Okay.
So I know and understand when you look good and you have nice clothes, you feel good automatically. So I feel like that was part of me that was left in a cell. I feel like, me being arrested, I got some of me back, and some of me I left there. I had to, and I didn't. I couldn't take it back with me. It's kind of like.
Did you hear what she said?
Yes.
I couldn't take it back with me.
No.
Help somebody.
Because it couldn't come.
It can't come.
My destination was going. So sometimes you gotta empty out the trunk, leave that stuff there, put on a spare tire, and just roll.
Can't go.
Just roll with it.
Can't go. Wow.
Yeah. So I started getting myself together, putting on makeup, and then I would find that I would get compliments, and it's just like, oh, you think I look pretty? Thank you. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Right.
So that pretty much made me say, as a woman, we women, we go through a lot. We go through a lot. Yes. And it's just like, I want to learn how to make every woman that I come in encounter with feel just the same way that I felt when I took that MAC brush and pat.
Love it.
So I then took the class over at Brittany Beauty School, 2013, and that's where
in Suffolk County?
It's in Nassau County.
Oh, it's in
Brittany Beauty School. It's right in Levittown.
Oh, okay.
Levittown. It's still there. Brittany Beauty School in Levittown, right on Hempstead Turnpike. I took a course there, and that's where I became certified as a makeup artist.
Now, which courses did you take?
I just took their basic beauty course.
Oh, okay. This is before the esthetician. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So then that's when I started to take other classes and started to, build up my beauty education. And that's how I got this in front of you guys now.
This is so dope, guys.
My very first product was lipstick.
Okay.
as a makeup artist, it's like you're putting the lipstick on, and it's like you'll say, "Well, Laurel, what am I going to use to repop my lip later?" And it's just like, "Girl, just take it," and I would just go buy another one. Then it's like, "Wait a minute,
I'm losing on this end." Okay,
right.
I'm losing. Wait a minute now.
Right.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, what are lipsticks that can stay on all day? And I really couldn't find anything on the market.
On demand.
So I said, okay, let me figure this out and figure out how I am going to make my own product.
So now let me ask you this, because I love that you said, let me figure this out. And one of the things that some of the makeup artists have said to me is, oh, I want some. I'm like, well, why don't you do it? Well, I don't know what to do. I'm like, Google is life.
Yeah.
YouTube University. Like, you really kind of can't use that as an excuse anymore in this day and age to say, I don't know.
No.
That means you're being lazy.
Right.
You don't want to find out.
Right.
So when you said to yourself, you know, people keep asking and I'm losing from this and I got to do something, was that just from you realizing I want to be in this thing, or was it just something that just kind of happened?
Good question. I would say both.
Okay. That's good.
It did just pretty much happen, because if they're not asking me, I don't know what to give you.
Right.
You know, so it's more of like a demand.
Yeah.
You know, so supply and demand.
Yeah.
So that's what I've learned. And then I figured out how to do it.
Okay.
So if you are a makeup artist out there and you are looking to brand your own products, you could contact me, or I can just say go on that search engine and start looking for wholesale private label companies.
Love this.
That's pretty much what I did. I do not make my own products.
Okay.
I have my products manufactured and I distribute.
Love this.
So
where did the name come from?
So the name came from this thing up here.
I love a thinker.
And I did have a friend who helped me, Shauna. She was actually my first.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, she was my first product developer.
Product developer. Okay.
It was a friend of mine. We went to high school together. Shauna, I love her. She was working at a company. It's right here on Long Island. If you guys are looking to brand your own lipsticks or your own lip glosses, I have the perfect person for you.
Go.
At first it was called
you went through different names.
What was I called?
It wasn't called L Boogie, right?
No. It was called a face paint.
Okay.
And I said, wait a minute. This sounds like the clown makeup. Right. It sounds too kiddie.
Yeah.
And I thought about the product. She said, Laurel, think about your product. You are launching lip acrylics.
Okay.
So the goal is for your lipsticks to stay on all day. I was like, oh my God, like an acrylic paint.
Yeah.
You know, we're using this for the skin paint. You know?
I know y'all were screaming.
Yes. So that's where the name came from. I chose to spell it a little bit differently. I come from an ethnic background. My products are for us ethnic women. They're for all women. But let's just be honest and say that we do struggle when we go to the makeup counter at times. Absolutely. So that was another thing that I wanted to incorporate in my products as well.
Love that. So let me do this. When you first started doing makeup, because I know some people like scary, child, because the skin is so important. Oh, you can't go ahead and hear thing. You know, when it comes to our skin and our face, that's the first thing you see.
Yes.
So it's serious. You know, I've had moments where I was like in tears because somebody jacked my face up.
Yeah.
You know, you're planning to go to an event.
Yeah.
You're going to something that's important for memories, and somebody don't know what they're doing.
Lumpy and bumpy.
You're ready to lay hands and feet, child. Yeah. So what happened? Like, what was like so for real though? Yeah. What was like your first? Who were like your first? You know, customers and stuff.
My first customers. My first customers and clients were my family.
Love it.
My family and friends. Actually, my first paid. I feel like whatever you do, you can call yourself that all day. But until you receive money or some type of financial, if you're compensated for it, then you can call yourself that. So,
she said,
my pastor's daughter. Yeah.
I love Lorelle.
I learned that the wrong way because that's like, I'll do this, and it's like, wait, I don't know.
Come on. Where's the action? Where's it?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So my pastor's daughter booked me to do her makeup for her junior prom.
Okay.
And I think I showed you the picture. Or,
at the house?
Yeah. I have it up on my, I have it up now. But
actually, you did. Now,
and everyone says, oh my God, who is that?
Yeah, don't
is that you?
That's me.
And this looks like, no, it's my pastor's daughter.
Right.
Mariah, thank you. Pastor Shelton,
you,
Lady Laprina, thank you guys for trusting me.
Yes, absolutely.
I was still in beauty school at that time. So she was my very first. I was super excited. I went to her house and got her together. Right. So, yeah.
So cool. Listen, let me say this. And I would love for you to chime in on this. When I see people who start businesses, even makeup, like what I do, the shows and stuff like that, and I see them post stuff like family don't support, friends don't support. What do you say to stuff like that? I can give my take on what I feel, but let me know. What do you think?
I feel like sometimes your first supporter, it may be a stranger. Right. Sometimes your family can keep you stuck in a box. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say they don't believe in you. Mm-hmm. Maybe they just want to see what you're going to do first. Mm-hmm. I come from a strong family background. Let's say this, when I did model, I really didn't get support from my family.
What does that mean, though? When you say I come from a strong family background, what does that mean?
There's a lot of us.
But it can be a lot, but not be strong.
And now, I feel like over the years, we've gotten stronger. Okay. I'm speaking of my mother's side of the family. Okay. I do have my dad's side of the family, but we all live in different states.
Right.
So the base of my family is here in New York, in Amityville, on Long Island. And everything we do is pretty much together. If you catch me, I'm with a family member or with my family. Right. I feel like when my grandmother passed away, things did fall apart, but we know that it is our business to pull it back together. So over the years, that's pretty much how it's been. So if I say, oh, I want to have a photo shoot with my big toe, my whole family is there, Love
that. But so my take on it is, you gotta catch your feelings.
Yeah. And guess what?
You gotta take your feelings out.
If your family is not supporting you, blood makes you related. There's other things that make you family. Right. So, you can build a family from strangers that you don't even know. Yes, so never let that stop you. Right. Because you get support from, like I said, strangers and people.
Absolutely.
You don't even
know. Let me just say this. Whenever I end up coming across her page, she's always doing something that's fun, that's lit, that's cult, that's something.
Yes,
I've never seen her post something like when family don't want. I never see her do that. This is why this can transpire. Yeah. So I just want to help somebody and make that clear. Yes. And it can't. I'm not saying it won't be frustrating. Mm-hmm. Being a business owner is not for the weak, honey. It's not. You're going to have some time with somebody really that you think should be supporting you. Come on, Miguel.
Yep.
And they don't. Yeah. You feel some type of way about it. You cannot go crazy on social media because a stranger who does know nothing about you, you're going to turn them off.
You are. Negativity scares it all away.
Scares people.
Don't get me wrong. I definitely have those days. Mm-hmm. I have those days where I don't feel like it. I have those days where it's just like I feel it's me against the world.
Right.
But I have to put my face on and just go.
Keep it pushing.
Some things you don't want to share. You know,
Right.
some things are good to share. It depends what message you're looking to put out there, and what is the message that you're putting it across. If you're coming on every day,
acting crazy. I'm just saying.
Just
I see some
maybe.
stuff, child. I be like, I was gonna buy something from them, but
right,
they're a little wacky. Let me keep going.
right.
I promise you, I do that.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah.
I do that, and it also keeps me humbled.
Yeah.
So I can watch what I'm doing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've had my little moments too.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's funny. I'm like, wait a minute. You know, there's truth in every joke.
Yeah.
So watch your jokes too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
because sometimes people could try to
Absolutely.
put sly things
Oh,
in
yeah.
jokes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love the name.
Thank you.
I love the L'Oreal legacy.
Thank you.
Do you get that your words are so powerful? Even that name, L'Oreal legacy.
That's one thing, like I said, I really didn't understand what manifestation was.
So what do you understand it to be now?
Now I know that words are power. I know every word that comes off of your mouth is power. Silence is also power.
On bars.
So I had to learn when to be silent, because I would just,
yeah.
and it's just like, wait, what I just said?
Like, time out.
Right.
Yeah.
So collectively, knowing what to say and when to say it, especially when you're speaking over your life and yourself. One thing I did share with you, meditation is something that I really just learned how to do. Making affirmations is something I just learned how to do. I would do mirror exercises with myself when I was going through and
explain to me mirror exercises.
Yes, so I would go in the mirror every morning and, you know, just talk to myself and tell myself, L'Oreal, you're beautiful.
Yes.
L'Oreal, you're great. You know, just like all of these things, L'Oreal, you will share with millions.
Yes.
You know, just like whatever it is, you know. I am looking to have a baby. So I would tell myself, L'Oreal, you will have a beautiful, healthy child. I'm looking to grow my edges back.
Yes, come on right here, girl.
It's
the edge spray.
Ain't nothing there.
Come on with the edge spray, child.
You got them full.
I got something for you, L'Oreal.
Right. So just saying those things. When you think it, you believe it.
Yeah.
And now you can achieve those things because it just comes with the universe. I believe in that. Absolutely. You know, so.
Love it. So now, you mentioned, I know your first client was your pastor's daughter.
Yes.
Are you still in that church, or do you still go to church?
Yes.
What is life like?
So I was born and raised in that church, baptized twice in that church, married in that church. Wow. And when I leave here, I'll be exiting from that church.
All right. Love that. So you met your husband there?
No, I met my husband from the town. My husband used to exterminate my house.
Oh, look at that. God will bring a man inside your home, honey. Right. You gotta stop playing. You gotta pay attention to them people that's working in your house. Listen, y'all keep looking for the men with degrees. Y'all gotta look for the men that got those trades.
Yes.
Come on in here.
Listen, so we all experienced 9/11. After 9/11, my husband no longer exterminated. He used to exterminate the big buildings in the city. Right. So after that, that's when he just started working a regular job. But I've known him. I've known him my whole life. And it's just, I never thought I'd marry the exterminator. You know, but he's the best thing that has ever happened to me.
I can tell because you get smitten.
Yes. I mean, he helped me grow up. He helped me realize who I was. You know, so Marky, I love you so much. I know you're probably watching.
She trying to make a thug cry. Come on, because I love
I'm all crazy.
I love. Okay.
Yes, and you know, thank God we are celebrating. We're coming up on 10 years married.
Wow! Congratulations.
Yeah. On my birthday.
I love it. Wait, when your birthday?
July 21st.
I think you told me that.
Yes.
You were talking about something.
Yep. I married him because I feel like he's gonna be my gift for the rest of my life.
I love this. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So
what do you? Yeah. Now, the exterminator, honey.
Yeah.
What do you say to the women? You know, because I feel like I don't know. You can chime in on this. I feel like, and it's social media.
Yeah,
social media, because the real people I know ain't doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it's social media. I feel like our women are giving up such a desperation to be with just whoever. So what do you say, to the young lady, to the women who aren't married yet, who may have a past, who may not have their children yet, who are thinking like, I'll just do whatever to get whoever. What do you say to them?
Don't sell your soul. I'm going to say that. Be patient. God knows what man is right for you. I know we get caught up and we all want this man who has money. You could get the money yourself. We get caught up in, we want this and we want everything to be perfect. There's nothing in life that's perfect. I used to be her, and bullies, that was what it was. If you were a drug dealer, and I'm going to be honest, you had the money. Don't get me wrong. I've always hustled. I've always worked 2 jobs, went to college, had my own apartment, own car, everything. No matter who I was dating. But one particular time in my life, I had a long relationship, and he was a drug dealer. So I got caught up in that lifestyle myself. And because of one of his entities, that's why I'm standing in front of you guys today. Wow. Because I could have been killed. I could have been, anything could have happened to me. And it's just not worth it. When I go into the facility and I teach the young girls there.
That's what I want you to tap into as well.
Yeah. When I go and I teach the young girls there, I just let them know. It's like, look where you are. Where is he?
Right.
So.
And what's he doing while you in here?
Exactly.
I promise y'all.
Exactly.
I promise y'all. Now just tap into that. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, so I teach a beauty program. Since COVID, I haven't been back because they've changed like a lot of rules and regulations. But I was teaching a beauty program at the New York State Detention Center out in Brentwood, New York. A friend of mine pulled me in to just like, maybe you could talk to the girls. I sat in the
divine connections.
Yes, I sat in the very same seat as these young girls. And when I was coming out of my depression, when I was coming out, not depression, but when I was coming out of getting myself back on track, and I mean, I haven't arrived yet. Right. I'm still working on me. And I said, well, God, if there's ever an opportunity that I could touch back. And because that's the purpose, that's the goal. You have to go back and help somebody else.
On the
so
pay it forward.
I was blessed to have the opportunity to go back, and
you spoke it.
Yeah, I would have them do the mirror exercises and tell themselves they're beautiful, or point out some things that you don't like about yourself. And now let's change the narrative. Yeah. Now we're going to learn how to love those things about yourself. Because if you don't like it and you don't love it, how do you expect anyone else to, receive you?
Absolutely.
I know we just jumped all over the place.
No, this is God, honey. Listen, you know why I got you here. You know why he has you here. I'll say that.
Yeah. And I've shared with you that my prayers lately have been just God, place the right people.
Yes.
Send me the right people so that I can do. I don't want to be seen in any of this. Is not even me.
Yeah.
It's for his glory. Because I could have been in a casket.
Right.
I could have still been in a jail cell, but I'm here.
That's the one.
And it's just like I have a lot to share. Yeah. So if I keep it here, what good am I doing?
Yeah. Listen, it's I thank you again because there's so many people with amazing stories.
Yeah.
Crazy stories.
Yeah.
They're ashamed to share.
Yeah.
So you being bold enough to say, I almost feel obligated to go back.
Yeah,
because I was once those kids and no one came to speak to me. I can give them authenticity.
Yes.
It's a real thing for me.
Yes.
Because it happened.
To me.
And kids, they can feel what's real and what's fake. Trust. That's why certain things they be like, If you faking it,
you know,
listen,
one
when it's
thing
real,
I learned,
it penetrates.
Yes,
so thank you.
Absolutely. One thing I learned, a lot of things that we get caught up in when we're young, what I've learned from some of the females at the facility, they never felt loved.
Right.
Maybe love wasn't something that was demonstrated in their household. And it kind of brings it back to me. It really hit home. And it's just like, okay, Laurel, I got to figure out other exercises that is going to help these girls love themselves when they look at themselves. Because half of these things they would not have done if they love themselves. I wouldn't have done it.
That's the one.
I did not learn how to love myself until I was 31 years old.
40.
Exactly.
And I'm only 43.
So it's just like, you still look good.
It ain't, but that's the thing. And you get it. It's not even the looks. It's how you feel.
Yes.
I've been beautiful all my life, and I ain't being conceited.
Right.
But it was what was going on the
inside. Yep.
You know, you could smile all day. How many people rich and smiling?
Yep.
All dolled up and they kill themselves.
Yeah, listen. People
it's
to this day be like, is she drunk? Like, no, I'm not drunk. I'm like this all of the time. I'm happy.
Because you found
you. Exactly. And nothing, this can't make you happy. None of these things can make you happy. It's you, what's inside of you. And I know the light that's inside of me. So that's why I can come out and tell my story. People say, oh, she went to jail. I sure did.
And
I sure did.
And some people took their lives in jail.
Absolutely. And some people are still going back to jail.
And some people are in jail while on the street. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
You can be incarcerated up here.
In your mind. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So if you come out and be okay and can do things and give back, you're a winner.
Absolutely.
Amen? I love that.
It's nothing like a boss. You're not a boss until you can bounce back.
Come on in here. All right, so I'm going to push you back now.
Okay.
Love that. We were supposed to go there. Amen. So now, now, when did you tap into the skincare part of it?
So skincare came in COVID. We were all working from home.
Right.
Well, you wasn't putting. No, okay. Well, you were essential worker. Essential worker.
Yeah,
we needed her. Yes. But I'm not putting on makeup every day.
Right.
So now I really get a chance to say, oh, well, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
We have to fix this. We have to fix this up here. So skincare was something that I've always wanted to do. I just went ahead and took the lead on it during COVID. It's just like everything's stagnant. No one's going anywhere, so no one's booking makeup appointments. Right. So it's just like, okay, now I have the time to actually find what I actually want to do.
Right.
So I started to reach out to different vendors, and after so many tests and trials, I found you guys these vegan products that are made straight from the earth. So just back to the whole COVID thing. I'm not putting on makeup every day. Right. So it's like I can see my skin more and more and more. And it's just like, okay, I'm doing things at home, that I'm pulling out of my refrigerator or my kitchen cabinet to help keep this together. Right. Now I'm not wearing makeup every day. I can actually see my real skin. Right. Before anything, skincare is first. Right. If you're building your makeup on your face and your skin is not right, the makeup is not going to be right. So it's like building a house, right? You want to have good foundation. So before the foundation, your skin is your actual canvas. Right. So that's your foundation right there. Put some moisturizer on and go outside. Right. So that's where I pretty much learned about the manufacturer that manufactured my products. So it's like I have things that are made from white willow, cucumbers, jojoba, mango seed butter, like everything.
Jojoba is a J-O word, guys.
Yes.
Because people make me laugh. I got the jojoba. I'm like, yeah, is that jojoba?
Right. White chamomile, fresh tea extracts, everything that comes right from our earth.
Love that.
So when you say we got it out the mud,
got it out the mud in real life, honey. I love that. I love that. Right. So now, how long was it for you to take the classes in reference to the esthetician part of things?
So I pretty much just do a lot of topical things. Mm-hmm. So you really don't have to take a class to learn how to wash your face. Okay. The esthetician, I haven't completed an esthetician course. Okay. But as far as to do things as provided facials, that's why I do just a light. Gotcha. I don't do anything that I'm not licensed to do.
All right now, let's be clear. She said, listen, I ain't going to jail.
Yeah, no. So I've worked too hard to have everything stripped away.
I love that.
But when it comes to chemical pills and things like that, I don't do that because I'm not licensed to. But when you're coming for a detox facial, all of the facials that I do, I use my products.
All right. So do you want to share like particular ones? Are there any favorites? Like, do you think, honey?
So my favorite right now is my moisturizer.
I use this every day, honey.
Yes, every day. This is my regimen. I have a daytime and nighttime regimen, and then I also have different serums and things like that that you can use separately. So in the regimen set, you do get 5 pieces. You have your exfoliator, you have your face wash, moisturizer, serum, and tea tree mist. Every day, I do not use every product. I'm going to be honest. But every day, I use my Cucumber Daily Wash. Mm-hmm. I use my skin toner, the tea mist. Okay. And I use my moisturizer. That's at daytime. Then when I come to take my makeup off, I use my oil cleanser.
Right.
This has like 10 perfect oils in there. Marula oils, yes. So I use that, and I would pretty much just take my face off, and then I will go into wash with my moisturizer, and then I'll come into my nighttime, and I'll use my nightwear cream, and then I'll put on my sleep mask, in which I did bring you one for yourself today.
Yay! I got gifts. It pays me a house, honey.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And of course, your branded t-shirt here.
The t-shirt, nigga. It's a t-shirt. This is light, honey. Thank you. Let's love it.
Yeah. So my favorite products is it's just these.
Yeah. She grabbed 4 and said it's just
my hyaluronic acid. This is the repair serum. This is new. It has not hit the website yet, but I had to get you guys a summertime product.
Let's go summer, because our face be going through it sometimes in the summer.
Yes,
that's real.
Yes.
It goes to one change in the winter, one change in the summer.
I can't make this pretty again, but
it's all good. They get it.
Right.
Love this. So now let me ask you this. Makeup. You have makeup?
Yes. So I have makeup pretty much as far as my products, you mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I have like my lip kits. I did bring one with you for you guys today. Actually, this will be for you as well. So inside the lip kit, you do get a pencil.
So cute.
It's the same color as your lipstick. Mm-hmm. And this one is the, I'm sorry. Which color is this? This is the Bombshell. So the lip color is Bombshell. It's a liquid matte lipstick that stays on all day. And then this one is called Babe. So it's Bombshell Babe.
How do you come up with the names?
It takes work.
That's what I'm thinking, because that's a lot.
Yeah.
Because it has to mesh with the
names
item.
So, Lorelle. When it came to my first, I can sit on products for a month, 2 months, and it's like, what am I going to name it? What am I going to call it? So then I'll just contact my team. My team is just my best friends and my cousins.
Right.
And I'll say, all right, well, what are we going to do with this? And it's like, oh, well, what do you think about that? And I'm like, it sounds good, but I think it's crazy. And Tia TD, Doubtless, and Tasha.
She like, they know I'm talking about them.
They know, because without them,
I love it.
It's we need help.
Absolutely.
We need help.
Thank you for saying that. Speak to the people, please. Because I shared it on social media. I think I did like a fake TikTok. Do you do TikTok?
Yes, I love TikTok. TikTok loves
That's another one I know how to do
TikTok,
and I still don't know how to do it.
No, we're gonna learn.
When I do my facial next,
she's gonna learn.
I'm gonna learn today. I'm telling you, everybody winning with TikTok, and I'm not.
Yes, you will. Don't even worry about it.
So I did like a fake TikTok.
Yeah.
What I call a fake TikTok is seeing an idea on TikTok and doing it as a reel.
Okay.
So I did one where it was saying like cat, like you know how they were saying cat when you learn.
Yeah.
So I did in the caption, it said them, I'm self-made, and then the bottom said God, and so I'm saying cat, like you're not self-made.
Right.
Please tap into that in reference to having a team to help make sure your business keeps afloat.
Okay, it's very important to have a team. I confess. I was one of those who thought I could do it all by myself, and you get nowhere fast. I'm gonna say that. So having a team is very important. You take care of your team, they're gonna take care of you. If you're just a demander, you could be a boss without being in high demand. That's one thing I learned. We're all human. Things happen. You just have to learn how to get to the next thing. But the best teammate that you could have is God. I don't want to get all biblical because sometimes can't nobody tell you anything about the vision that He gave you. So just trust Him on that. And a lot, sometimes I've stopped. I'm gonna be honest, because I miss the mark every day. But I have lately started putting all of my trust and all of my faith back into God. You try so many things, and you may deter, but you come right back because that's what you know.
Come on,
so. I'm trusting God with everything that He's already, He did this. I didn't do anything. He did it, and because you guys buy it, I'm still here.
That's real. Listen, that is real.
And I wouldn't be nothing without it.
Love that. So, Miss Lorelle Legacy. I'm sorry, I'm stuck on the name. I love the name.
Thank you.
Skynpaint. Love that name. I love the story behind it too.
It's like the legacy is more than just these products, my artistry. It's an encounter. It's an experience. It's a lifestyle. It's more than makeup that I look to do. My goal is to have a lot more. I want to work with teenage girls. I want to work with people who feel that they're not beautiful. I want to work with people who have, some of the same things that I go through as a person. Like, Ma, it's okay. It's okay. You love yourself. Beauty starts within. We're all just a shell. All of us. So you can have the beauty wherever you place it in your life.
That's it.
It doesn't have to be from your outer appearance.
Absolutely. I love this. See, this is why she here, y'all. Just a blessing. I'm telling you, because when we had our encounter, first of all, it was very magnetic.
Yes, it was.
It just felt very natural. You know what I'm saying? And, I forgot what I said to you, but I remember turning back around. It was almost like God said, say this. I turned back around, I said something, and I just remember you being in the corner, your eyes started crying. And I said, listen, man, I'm like, he got me here for something. I said, I'm supposed to come here today. I said, I'm looking like, I'm trying to get out this door, but it ain't happening. And then we get outside. I'm telling you, we got outside. And it became a whole other thing. And she was like, yes. She's like, listen. She's like, God's doing me. And what I said to her, I know one of the things I said to her was this. My pastor at the time, I said, my pastor, I took this from her, that she will always say, God, show me me, show me people, and show me you. And I said to her, I said, the things that you desire, God keeps speaking to you about certain things, but He's going to bring the right people to you. And she was like,
I knew it. That when she said that,
and I was like,
and that's what I shared with you.
And that's what she shared with me.
So, and I'm so grateful.
He's awesome like that.
What I learned today, I know one of your cousins.
You do?
And I didn't know.
Oh, Ish?
Yes. Yes.
Shout out to Aisha.
Yes. And I was like, look, and I shared with her, I said the same thing. Like, I've just been asking God to place the right people in my life, and look, and she looked out for me just the other night.
Wow.
You know, so it's just like,
it's God.
I don't want to start crying right now, but I'm thankful.
It's God.
And I'm grateful. And I just pray that I continue to meet. I thank you for having me on your platform. And, you know, I just pray that it continues to expand.
Like you said, it ain't us, it's him.
Yeah.
It's him.
Yes.
I'm just sitting here. We're just sitting here.
Yes.
He's doing the work.
We're being the best.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you for coming on. So now let's talk about the event that's coming up.
Yes. So Sunday, May 15th.
Let's go.
Have makeup and mimosas. Makeup, mocktails, and mimosas. So it's a hands-on group makeup class where I teach you how to create an everyday face, pretty much similar to what you're wearing, similar to what I'm wearing. I don't have any eyeshadow. That's why I have the shades.
The shades are fire, though.
I have time.
I'm going to have to snatch those.
Thank you.
Yes, girl. Yes. Love of the shades, girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we would sit in the class. I would do my makeup. You're going to reciprocate the same thing.
Oh, lovely.
So it's step by step. I also switched it up a little bit this time where I have a few of my industry professional friends. Okay. They are fellow makeup artists. They're going to come out to teach the class right along with me.
Yes, love it.
So that's going to be very exciting. It's actually Sunday, May 15th. So if you guys are looking to come out, just go to my website at Skynnpaint.com, SKYNN, paint.com, and purchase your ticket.
Let's go. We need to fill that room up, y'all. Listen to all my makeup artists. I mean, my people who think they know how to do makeup but really don't. Just go to the class. I wish I could be there on Sunday. I wish I could. I'm going to definitely make the next one.
Yeah, definitely. Even if we do, we could come here and do a one-on-one makeup podcast. We could have makeup and mocktails.
Let's do that for sure. We gotta do something because as much as I love makeup, I don't know what I'm doing, child. I didn't know.
Sometimes I still don't know, and it's okay because it's just makeup.
Right.
If it doesn't come out right, you wipe it off and you start all over again.
Right.
You know, it's all about the process. But when it comes to makeup, you have to trust the process. Right. You are building something. You're enhancing your natural beauty, but there are steps to it, you know. So as long as you know, it's like riding a bike.
Right.
You know, you're gonna fall.
I'm gonna have to get on that bike,
you know,
because the struggle is real.
Right.
Like, how do they do this? I promise you. First of all, I'm an art lover.
Yeah.
So when I see the makeup, I'm like, oh, it's like how can I explain? It's refreshing for me to see. Like it really is because I love art. So I'm just like, they're amazing. I'm like, this has to come from God. Like I get dramatic, girl. And then listen, tell them where they can follow you because if you follow her page, I'm telling you, she does not. She dares to be different. I promise you.
Yes.
Listen, y'all. She goes there.
You guys can follow me on if you are on Instagram. My makeup page is L Monet Makeup. It's ELLE Monet MONET Makeup. My business page is Skynn on Instagram as well, SKYNNPAINT. On Facebook, I am Laurel George, and on TikTok, I am L Monet as well.
I'm about to be on TikTok too. How about that? I gotta get my life together for real because TikTok is popping. I gotta get it together.
I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
And when she's saying, you guys, like, I dare to be different, it's more of my special effects makeup background. I self-taught myself a lot of the special effects. With juggling the skincare and actually providing the services, it's very hard for me to get back to those looks. When I do those looks, I'm in my makeup room for hours,
Right.
10 hours, 13 hours, 6 hours, and
consume.
It takes a lot. But we have Halloween coming up, so I will be getting some looks. Actually, this time around, I'm gonna start recording these looks to teach you guys how to do it at the same time. Yes.
Do you have a YouTube page yet?
I have a YouTube, but nothing's there.
So that means she's gonna start posting.
Yes, I will be.
That's what's gonna happen.
The platform is there.
Yeah.
I just have to show up.
That's it. She's gotta record these because I'm telling you, when you follow her Instagram, you're gonna be like, oh wait, what? Because she dares to be different, and that's how you're seen. That's how you continue to grow, in different things, and just super dope. Like just a dope individual. I told Isha, I was like, she's such a sweetheart. I can't wait. She's like, she is. I was like, I love this.
Thank you.
This is so cool. So guys, make sure you follow her on social media. Make sure you go check out the website. She has a new product. Okay, we're just seeing on today on Hot Mic with Lady She podcast, baby. Okay, you see it here first. So make sure. Well, it's not on the website yet, actually, right?
No, but I will get it up here.
Okay. But if you want it, listen, you can still inbox her. Yeah. Whatever you need to do. Is there another place they can reach you? Email or how?
Email, Skynn Everything is pretty much Skynnpaintcosmetics.
All right. And listen, make sure you get your tickets for
Makeup and Mimosas.
All right. And mocktails. Wait, is mocktails what?
Makeup, mocktails, and mimosas.
Right.
So you know what a mocktail is.
Yes, I do.
It's okay. I didn't know what a mocktail was. I said,
like somebody gave a name. I was like, let's do it.
Listen, because mocktails, I know it's a cocktail, but it's a non-alcoholic cocktail.
Because I don't drink, so you
right. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know what a mocktail is.
Listen, learning is we learn new things every day, honey.
Yes,
so that's awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So the event's gonna be awesome. We want to support one another.
Absolutely.
One of the biggest things I want you guys to understand is that she had no problem with sharing how she got here.
Absolutely.
And we got to do better at that.
Yeah.
What God has for you is for you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be intimidated by anyone else.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Fenty is not intimidated by Mac.
Right.
None of these lines are intimidated. Everybody just doing their thing.
I'm so glad you said that.
Seriously.
Because you may be doing the same thing as me. Mm-hmm. There's no reason for us to compete.
Right.
We can collaborate with one another. And that was one of the main reasons why I decided to invite other artists to come teach this class alongside of me.
Okay.
A lot has happened towards COVID. And I understand that it is better. We are better together than apart.
Right.
It's like we can build a lot together, or we can stay homeless apart.
I love that.
Wow. So let's go.
Let's go. So listen, if you have to go back, send it to somebody, share, or whatever you need to do. But just seeing that this can happen for you as well.
Yes,
LORELLE'S letting you know that God has no respect of person. If He's giving you a vision, there absolutely is a provision.
Absolutely.
So it is you that is in the way of your greatness. Amen. You know what I'm saying? Every time she did something else, it was a demand, and she was like, "Oh wait, let me try to do this."
Yeah.
And she did the work.
Yes.
In this lifetime, in 2022, honey, nobody giving you nothing. You are going to have to work. Amen.
And get it.
Get to it and be blessed. And remember that it's not about you. L'Oreal making people feel good after they have their facial, like me.
Yeah.
All these things matter, because then what happens? I share her name with someone else.
Yeah.
Because I desire for someone else to have that same experience.
Absolutely.
So it's not about you all the time. Those gifts that you have is from God, but it's not about us.
Right.
So take your gifting seriously. Take those thoughts that God has downloaded in your spirit to do. Take it seriously and speak those things. That's one of the things her and I conversed about.
Absolutely.
Meditation, giving yourself affirmations. My 8-year-old and my 20-year-old say affirmations every day before they walk out of the door.
Yeah,
amen.
8-year-old?
Yes. Because they're taught that.
Yeah.
They are taught to speak life into themselves. So because they're gonna always be someone that's trying to tear you down.
Right.
So he meets other 8-year-olds who try to make him feel bad about himself.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he knows to say, I'm a child of the king.
Yeah.
Because that's what my mama told me.
Mm-hmm.
I come from praying home.
And that's
so
where it starts.
It
starts.
Absolutely.
All starts in the
Absolutely.
home.
So if we actually take our gifting and the things God bless us with personally to understand it's not about us, this goes on.
Yeah.
This goes on.
Yeah.
So Miss Lorelle George of Lorelle Legacy.
Yes.
Thank you so much for blessing us.
You're
on
welcome.
This platform.
Thank you for having
praying for
me.
you.
Thank you.
Super excited for you because I know this is just
the
girl.
beginning.
It is. She is literally scratching the surface. I know I see visions, so I want to go there. But probably after we're done, I'll go there. But continue to allow God to speak to your heart.
Yes.
Concerning others. Thank you for your work with our youth.
Yes.
Because our youth are our youth of today, not of the future. Right. So when they encounter Lorelle and they know they got to go back to that dorm or they got to go back to that room, they feel different because they encountered her.
Yep.
So please support Lorelle Legacy. I love that name. I gotta keep saying it. Please support Skynn Paint. And if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, if you can't make it to Sunday, still share it with someone else who may be able to make it.
Yeah.
And get your tickets and experience,
Or you guys can catch me online. I have online tickets as well.
Online tickets as well. All right, let's put it out there. But yes, thank you so much once again. And subscribe to How Michael Lady She Podcast as well. Thank you thus far, everyone who has supported thus far. I'm staying excited. If you have anyone that you think will be a good fit for this platform, you're welcome to email me at hotmicwladyshe@gmail.com, or you can inbox me. I'm on Instagram at hotmicladyshe_podcast. And for those of you who know, I have the t-shirt company as well, which is She's Got Tees on Instagram. It is one word. Don't forget the S is She's with an S. Got Tees on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook as She's Got Tees LLC. I'm on Facebook as Hot Mic Lady She Podcast. And just check me out. All right? And you will see more dope people like Lorelle George on this platform, guys. All right? Have a good evening. I'll see you soon. Bye.
That was dope.